Good day, everyone. My name is Paige Byrne, and I am from Scribble Art Studio. And today I'm doing a little demo. I was just cracking up before I even hit record because I was like, are they even going to be able to see me? And I just thought, oh my gosh, I'm in the egg basket. But anyway, today I'm going to do a demonstration on Pysanky eggs. They're Ukrainian, and our hearts are with the Ukraine as things are shifting, and we want to acknowledge all of the amazing culture and tradition that the Ukrainians have in designing these eggs. And if you look at this basket here, just look at the attention to color. There's darks and lights and brights, and then we can look at the design of flowers and stars and different types of lines that allow us to move throughout the design of the egg. So one of the things that I want to start with is just the actual shape of the egg. So I'm going to move myself over to this purple egg. Okay, there we go. And then I'll put my, share my sketchbook and my drawing pad with you so we can get that going. Always either a train or there we go. Something going on. All right, so what I did was I went ahead and sketched a couple eggs out, and I'm going to outline one just to show you. But what I did was I took a small circle about the size of a nickel, and then below it, I drew a large circle, which is about the size of a quarter. And then I did a contour line right around both. And you could also think of it like it's the head of a snowman and then the body of a snowman in terms of size, and taking that circle, that contour line, and just drawing it around. And then you'll get a smaller top with a larger bottom that we know of eggs. So here's what it looks like. Let me get my little practice page. Okay. So here's what it would look like if I used a dark pen for you so you can see. A small circle about the size of a nickel, a larger circle about the size of 25 cents. I know some of you guys, I think you can lose teeth up to 4th grade. I know my niece has lost some teeth recently, bless her heart. The tooth fairy is coming, so hopefully you've got some coins or an idea of what these coins are like or the size of them. But you can see the small over the medium, and then just do your contour line around the entire thing, and then you can erase it. So I've already sketched out some Easter egg designs here, or Easter egg or eggs right there. So I've already, and then I can erase the inside so I can start my design. So let me show you how I would start the star, and then we'll do the flower. And I was learning about the Ukrainian meaning for some of their designs, and they're so lovely. Like, you know, the flower meaning the love for God, and then the zigzag line and the ladder meaning prayer, and the swirly lines meaning protection, and the branches and other lines meaning a long life. So there's all of these beautiful ideas that and traditions and belief that come with the Ukrainian egg and the Pysanky eggs. So that's really nice. And I know that we have our own traditions too when we are designing and creating Easter eggs. So it's kind of lovely that being from different places and faraway places, we can also have similar ideas and share in our love of God and each other. So I'm just going around one more. Okay, so let's go over the star. And if you look at my, it's this nice bright pink star right here. And here's how I did one, but I want to do it in pen first. So I'll do it on the back and then I'll do it in pencil. So it's much easier for you all to see when I'm doing a demonstration like this. And let me make my drawing window a little bit bigger. I was practicing the wax resist technique that is, well, it's not working. That's all right. Okay. I was practicing the wax resist technique with, I was using a watercolor. Well, this is just a colored pencil. And then I was putting my watercolor pencils on top, but you could try that too with a crayon. All right. So what you want to do, I'm just going to freehand my egg. Okay. So I draw these little marks. When you're doing it in pencil, you can erase these helpful marks. It's almost like doing a self-portrait, but you put these helpful marks in here. This is for the star. So I did the up, the north and the south, and the east and the west, and then our diagonal lines, right? It's kind of like a cross, and then the X. All right, so that gives us 8 sections. So now what I'm going to do is put, and you can see the points of the star. So now what I'm going to do is put a little point right in the middle. And I'm just going to estimate a little dot right in the middle, estimate the middle, and estimate that they're about in the same distance from the center. Okay, so now I'm going to go to my line, and I'm going to go in a same fashion, going in a circular fashion, and I'm going to go around, and I'm going to pick a point on a line. I'll just start here, and I'm going to start on the line, down to the dot, back up to the line, down to the dot, back up to the line, down to the dot, back up to the line, down to the dot, back up to the line, down to the dot, back up to the line, down to the dot, back up. Oh, my little star is close to the egg, but that's okay. It's turning towards the sun, I'll pretend. Down to the dot. Nothing needs to be perfect. Up to the line, down to the dot, and up to the line. Okay, yeah, it's kind of like my egg. If it was a face, my egg is kind of looking left a little bit. All right, so there we go. Now, if we were doing this, well, not if, but when you're doing it in pencil, see how you can, once you get it how you would like it, then you're going to outline it in a pen or a crayon or a marker, and you're going to keep those and then erase. So if I did the same idea, let's do that again. So my pencil is right here. So I will put my cross marks, my north and south, east and west, and then my diagonal, diagonal, try to get through that middle. I don't get there every time, but I try. Could use a straight edge, like a little scrap piece of paper or something if you wanted to. And then you're going to put your middle dots in between. Okay, your middle dots, and you should have 8. So it's like the halfway, 4 above and 4 below. And then we're going to start our zigzag line that goes all the way around. And just pick a line to get started. I'll pick this one right here. And I'm going to keep it so I switch to pen. I'm going to go down to the dot, up to the line, 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 down to the dot, and finish. Okay, so there we go with our first design. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to trace it on the outside, because when I look at this little purple one here, I see that there's one star shape, but the contour line, the repeating on the inside, right? So I could repeat it on the outside, or I could repeat it on the inside. Seeing how close this is to the edge, I'm going to repeat mine on the inside. And I'm just going to trust that I can do my best. And I'm just going to follow. And remember to always do your art in pencil first, and then when you like it and you're happy with it, then you can do the outlining, okay? So there, I'm happy with my star. So now I'm going to erase the lines that help me practice. And get rid of all those lines. And then I can start my color application. But I do notice these extra little designs that we have going out from at the diagonal. So I think I'm going to bring that back. They look like little raindrops or flower petals. And just add little designs. There's a line, little raindrops or flower petals. And just take that all the way around, creating some balance. A line with little petals and raindrops, and one more. Okay, and then a little dot. All right, so I'm going to stop there. And I do love, though, how that center looks, but I think I'm just going to put a heart right in the center there, and that will finish off the egg. Okay, let's try this flower. I really loved how the line means a long life, and I'm going to start with, I would call it a fish hook or a candy cane, but what I'm going to do is I'm going to start off with a little cane, and I'm going to go down, 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 and then curl it back up. All right. And then right at the center, I'm going to put a dot. It reminds me of like a little pinwheel. And then I'm going to go out almost to the edge and back. Out, 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 and back 4 times. Out, 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 and back. Out, and back, and out, and back. And that will give you your nice flower there. And then you can just design the petals as you like. There was one that I saw that had just very simple lines. So I'm just going to repeat that all the way around so they each unite together. Okay. So artists, I am going to finish putting designs on these other little eggs. These are probably going to be my most fancy one with the Ukrainian line designs and symbolism. But you can imagine when you're visiting people or having people over, what a lovely, or if you're unable to get to them and they're unable to get to you, what a nice little card this could make. You could also draw them in a way where you could cut them out and they could be place settings for your guests, or just simple little eggs just to pop in an envelope and send someone. But anyway, so I'm going to finish designing these eggs and I'll put it on the I'll put it on the Scribble website. And then of course I'm going to tag all you Songbird fans out there, because we so much enjoy celebrating our innate gifts of writing and art together, and sending you all the best. Toodles.